Yay! I'm going to make one last bathroom trip. It always feels so strange to walk in track shoes.
You ready?
What time is it?
9:56.
Okay, 9:56. So put up the standard. So for anybody who hasn't watched me before, my own personal standard of success is minimum of 3 steps at the target speed without holding on and without drifting backwards, without significant drifting backwards. A little slight movement forward or back is okay, but if I'm clearly moving backwards and I can't keep up, then that doesn't count. Is that all the points?
And the incline.
Oh, yeah. To compensate, since it's a treadmill and going faster than a mile or 2 per hour, to compensate for no wind resistance, I use an incline, and minimum, my scale for incline requires me to have at least 2% incline at 18.5 miles per hour. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do guest so I can do boot camp and not have it recorded running. It's gonna be 2%, and it's gonna be, let's see, pause. I'll go 16, then use this to get to 18 and a half. Okay. So now I just need to get psyched up. I don't know how well I'm going to do. I have no clue. I did that 10K about a month ago. I haven't tried a sprint since then. I'll talk about that after my first sprint attempt when I give my announcements. So I don't know how well I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try. And okay, so get adrenaline going. Maybe I should get off the treadmill for this. What time do you have?
9:59.
When the clips came off. I'm just going to take that part off. The handle. Okay, clip. Okay.
10 a.m.
Oh, I got bullets. Okay, 10 a.m. I may fail miserably, but at least it will give me an idea of where I'm at, speed-wise, so I can get back into training what it was my regular training. Okay, restart. Okay, that's a little annoying. Let's see if I can tuck it in a little bit. Okay. All right. 2%, 18.5 miles per hour. Oh, can you turn that on?
I tried.
Oh, you try? Oh, I'll try. Maybe you didn't hold it long enough. Okay. That's a GoPro I turned on to record 4K, 60 frames per second. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. A lot of tight muscles. Oh, some really tight muscles. I've done all my morning warm-ups and preps and everything. Ouch. So the soreness is like never symmetrical. If I got something sore on this side, the same thing is never sore on this side, and it's like I always have sore spots on each side and they're never the same. I'm just blabbering. Okay. 18.5. Okay. Nothing broke. 18.5 miles per hour.
Great job.
Okay, I'm going to rest through the announcements and then I will try it at 4% incline. I have a hunch that adrenaline boosting thing is maybe pretty important.
Fix your strap,
What?
your leg strap.
Well, I can't because I use these little metal clips, and I'll have to find one of the little silver-colored springy things to be able to open it up. Okay, so my announcements, health update. First, I'll cover that 10K Guinness Book of World Records attempt with virtualrunners.com. I did the 10K, live streamed it, but it did not count as part of the world record. My participation did not, because I failed to see that the ways you could submit. I saw that you could submit video. What I didn't realize was that it had to be video on a smartphone or a device that had their app, and so I didn't do that, so I could not submit. I have video, I have proof I did it, but they didn't have a way for me to submit, and I sent a message to their support team, and they apologized but said they couldn't count it. Their system wasn't set up for that. Another thing, all this time, all this year and last year and before, going back a ways, I thought I was on a ketogenic diet. I started out on a ketogenic diet, and to help me get it, I was recording in a spreadsheet everything I ate, all the macros, and I'm guessing that I got pretty good at it, so that I felt like, okay, I don't need to record it every day. And so I quit recording it every day, and I probably started getting too many carbs and then straying further and further away. So the whole time I've been doing videos with this thing, I thought I was on a ketogenic diet, but I was not. I was on a low carb diet, pretty low, but not low enough to be in ketosis all the time. I discovered that recently when I thought, well, I've got a little blood meter. You poke your finger and you can check your glucose that way, and mine will also check ketones, blood ketones, if you have ketone strips. So bought some strips, tested it, and it was way below what I thought it should be, if I was in ketosis. So that puzzled me, and it took me like a week or more before I finally figured out. I started recording my macros, and I was way over the limit for a ketogenic diet. So I've gone back to recording everything every day, and I've gotten back in ketosis. My ketone levels are way up. But the best news about my health is my blood pressure. After that 10K race, it wiped me out. I don't think I started getting back to my normal like for a week. And but somewhere around that time, after I was towards the end of recovering from the 10K and before I got back into sprinting practice, one of my kids told me about, I was fussed because I've been trying to manage my blood pressure without medication for a long, long time, and I've been trying a bunch of different stuff. So when I'm not taking any blood pressure medicine and my blood pressure goes up pretty high, I can get it down. I know how to get it down. I come down here on this treadmill and I do some high intensity interval training, and it'll come down. Problem is, it doesn't stay down. And one problem with taking blood pressure medicine is when I take it, I take a very small dose. But even at small dose, or a half a dose, or a quarter of a dose, if I try to do sprinting exercises, my blood pressure will go too low. I'll get through exercising, and I won't be able to stand up without getting faint and lightheaded, dizzy, and measuring the blood pressure, and it's a few times it's gone dangerously low. So and also, why take blood pressure medicine what's wrong, what needs to be fixed, so that that's not needed. Well, one of my kids finally heard me talking about that, and to Carla, and he said there was some research that showed tremendous benefits for blood pressure by walking a few minutes every hour during the hours you're awake. And I started trying it. Carla tries it with me. I usually come down here on my treadmill, and Carla just walks around in the hallways upstairs. And it's worked. To my astonishment, my blood pressure was high, and in the first 2 or 3 days it started coming down, a clear downward trend. I started tapering off my blood pressure medication again. I got down to no blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure was still coming down. It came down to good numbers and has stayed good numbers. So this morning, my blood pressure was 123/90 with a pulse of 56. And so 90 is from the standard for young people of 120/80. 90 is still a little high, but I've had numbers better than this. But my doctor, and WebMD have both said the top number is more important than the bottom number. And 123 this morning, and I haven't had any medication in over 2 weeks for blood pressure. Okay, I think that's all the announcements I was going to do.
Ready to sprint again?
Yeah, I'm ready to sprint again. Okay, I'm ready to sprint again. Okay, guest. Boot camp. Running. Okay. Okay, 4%. I gotta wait for that. Okay, 4%. Wait for that to get up. And then 18.5. 18.5. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. Well, that really aggravates tight muscle in here somewhere. Okay. 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 Adrenaline. I'm going to do 18.5. Okay, I think I think I'll wait a few minutes and try that again.
Okay. You sound like you're still doing pretty well.
I don't think I updated that screen text for today's fasting period, and I don't remember when I quit eating last night. It was probably either 8 or 9 o'clock. If it was 9 o'clock, then I'm on a 13-hour fast. If it was 8 o'clock, I'm on a 14-hour fast. Oh, I'll drink some water. Humidity 62, temperature 72. We have a dehumidifier in here, but it filled up, and nobody changed it, nobody emptied it. Go away, drop down, okay. I'll mention my walking, so if I understand correctly, remember correctly, the guideline that my son told me was I think it's at least minimum of 2 minutes an hour with a moderate walk of at least 2 miles per hour. Okay, I don't remember that well, but what I've been doing is, it's kind of annoying to get, I started to use an alarm to go off every hour, and then I figured I don't need an alarm, I'll just do it at the top of the hour. And sometimes I'll see, oh, it's 5 minutes till, so I'll get up, and then I'll go ahead and do it. Sometimes I won't see it till, notice the time until, oh, it's 15 after. Well, better late than never. I get up, I go do it. And what I do is I come down here to this treadmill. I start at a small incline, typically a small incline and a moderate pace, close to 3 miles per hour. And then I'll use the entertainment features to start a game like Sudoku, and I'll walk while I play Sudoku. And by the time I finish, I guess I'm goal oriented, and once I start a game, I want to finish it. And the games usually take, the 4 different games, they usually take me between 5 and 10 minutes. So by the time I finish a game, instead of walking 2 or 3 minutes, I've walked between 5 and 10 minutes. And sometimes if I'm feeling really good, I'll start another game. So, and I've been recording all that in my spreadsheet also, and I have not always, I've not remembered every hour, or sometimes it's just, I'm just too tired, I'm going to skip this hour. So in fact, like for being awake for 12 hours instead of walking 12, my typical days have had 4, 5, or 6 walks. So that's pretty few, probably averaging between 5 and 6, but 5 and 6 walks a day, and and it's brought my blood pressure down better than anything else. Better than the blood pressure medicine. The blood pressure medicine brings my blood pressure down, but causes it to go too low when I exercise. And without the blood pressure medicine, this daily walking doesn't cause it to go too low. Okay, I'm going to try this again. 4%, 18.5 miles per hour. I have less confidence this time, but I'm going to try it anyway.
You already succeeded for your minimum.
Oh yeah, 18.5 miles per hour, a 2% incline. And I came close twice at the 4%. Okay. I'm done for today. The next time, I don't know when next time will be, maybe next Saturday, but next time I'll be trying this thing as fast as it will go. 18.6 miles per hour. Actually, it'll be something like 18.61 or 6.62, because I'm going to set it to kilometers per hour, 30 kilometers per, and then try to sprint at 30 kilometers per hour. Because if I can get 30 kilometers per hour, that's slightly better than a flat 26 miles per hour. If I do 26 miles per hour flat, then I'm just a tiny fraction shy of 30 kilometers per hour. So I'm going to set it to kilometers metric system and see if I can nail them both at the same time. If I can do 18.6, I can do 18.6 something. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and keep walking, running, or sprinting. Bye. Did you no, you didn't turn off the GoPro?